The Very First Christmas by Jan and Mike Berenstain. The bear cubs loved Bible stories, and Papa Bear loves reading them to his cubs. It's Christmas Eve. Cubs, take time to settle down for the night, Papa said. Are you going to read to us before we go to sleep, Papa? Asked Sister. Honey clapped. Please, she asked. Papa smiled. Of course. How about a story from our storybook Bible? How about the story of the very first Christmas? Asked Brother. The very first Christmas it is. See, there's her story Bible book. Storybook Bible right there. A young woman named Mary lived in the city of Nazareth. An angel came from God to give Mary wonderful news. The angel greeted her and said, You are blessed by the Lord. Mary was afraid, but the angel comforted her, saying, Fear not, for you are special to God. You will have a baby boy who you will name Jesus. He will be called the Son of the Highest. Mary said, How can this be, since I'm not yet married? So there's the angel, Mary at her house. With God, nothing is impossible, the angel told her. And Mary said, I am the servant of the Lord. At that time, everyone in the Holy Land was to be counted and put on a list. Mary was going to marry Joseph, whose family came from Bethlehem. So they had to travel to Bethlehem to be counted, even though it was almost time for Mary to have her baby. So she's riding on the donkey, going to Bethlehem. So other people leaving, going to Bethlehem to be counted. When Mary and Joseph got to Bethlehem, it was very crowded. The only place they could find to stay was a stable at an inn. It was warm and dry, and that is where Mary had her baby. She wrapped him in clothes and laid him in the manger where the animals ate. So there's the baby. Look at all the animals, a cow smiling. There's the turtle doves. Nearby, shepherds were watching over their flocks. An angel came to them in a bright light, and they were afraid. Don't be afraid, said the angel. I bring good news for everyone. Today, Christ the Lord is born. You will find the baby lying in a manger. And suddenly, other angels joined him, saying, Glory to God and peace on earth. So they look a little scared here, and they're bowing down. All the angels, but they said, Don't be afraid. We bring you good news. The shepherds hurried to Bethlehem. They saw Mary and Joseph with baby Jesus lying in a manger. Then they told everyone they met what they had seen. The King has been born. They all shouted joyfully. There's all the shepherds. They're bowing down to Jesus. After Jesus was born, 3 wise men came from the east to the holy city of Jerusalem. They asked, Where is the child who is born a king? We have seen his star and followed it to worship him. But there's the 3 kings. King Herod, who ruled the land, heard about the wise men and their journey. He was worried. Who was this child who people call him a king? He told the wise men to find the child, and when they did, tell him where he was. So here's the King Herod. These are the 3 wise men. Look at that star. It's a huge star. The wise men followed the star that went before them. It led them to the house where Mary, Joseph, and Jesus were staying. Look at that. They followed that star. A long, long journey to that star and led them to where baby Jesus is. The wise men bowed down and worshiped Jesus. They gave him gold and other precious gifts. God told them in a dream not to go back to King Herod. So they left and traveled back home another way. So they brought him gifts. An angel came to Joseph in a dream and told him King Herod was angry with him. He was to take Mary and Joseph to safety in Egypt. So Joseph, Mary, and Jesus traveled to Egypt and lived there until Herod was dead. Then they went back to the town of Nazareth in the Holy Land, and that was where Jesus grew up. Beautiful story from the Bible. Hope you enjoyed it.